I'll tell you, that is probably one of the more original lyrical concepts that I've heard.
That is something that our lead singer Cameron, I don't think he will ever lose that talent. He has a very, very creative way of taking this what could have been a mundane, funny, humorous, but mundane story and just turned it into this Bay City Rollers meets the Beach Boys masterpiece full of lyrical comedy. And I should also point out our drummer and lyricist for that song, Liam, who just took that story and just made it so poetic. It's still one of my favorite songs that Ozone Baby has ever produced, ever put out. So yeah, creative songwriting at its peak.
You brought up the Beach Boys with those backing vocals. I was kind of thinking, I was kind of thinking the Four Seasons, but you know the same sort of idea.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I got a real kick out of that because it's almost like it's done well enough that it is clearly a legitimate song, but it's something that could so easily be a parody as well. And that's one of the things that I love is that it really just walks that line between like, do I take this song seriously or not, or do I laugh at it?
Right.
It's kind of both.
No, it was a blast and a half to record it. It's a good story. That song did not take long after its initial conception to actually put out.
Going back to that song for just one more thing, though, one of the things that I've noticed, I assume that you were the primary guitarist on this song.
No,
you were not. Okay,
I was not. For this song, I did. There's some organ in the back and some backing vocals, and then just the engineer behind it. It was actually Cameron. Cameron does the majority of the guitars.
Okay.
Yep.
Because one of the things that I was going to point out that I noticed that is a similarity between this song and a lot of the Tuck tunes that I pointed out at the time when I first listened to it is the tendency towards the very Brian May Queen sort of sounding guitar licks,
Nailed it.
Like the harmonized sort of stuff.
Absolutely. That was I can't remember if that was my idea or if that was Cameron's, but it was for the second I heard it, and it was even recorded through Cameron's Vox, his AC30. And once I heard the tone come out of my speakers, like, oh, dude, this is almost a Brian May ripoff. But I loved it, and ever since then, I was going through a big Queen phase at the time, and still continue to go through big Queen phases.
Don't we all?
As soon as I heard the 4-part harmonies stuff, I was like, yeah, this has to be included in the song. So, and it added another level to it. It's okay. You got the Bay City Rollers, you got some Beach Boys in there. Why not? Let's add some Queen in it. This would be something they would probably write about, right? So, no, I absolutely loved it. I'm glad you pointed that out. And yeah, I'm a sucker for 4 or 5 part guitar harmonies, especially when they sound like that. Like, come on, who doesn't love that?
Yeah. So my next tune is and you'll notice that a lot of these tunes are actually from like really recent albums. But my next one is from a band called Spider God that are a group from Norway. And they started in 2014, and this is one of their newer songs, and it's called At Rainbow's End.